Whether you're single or in a relationship, this video is for you. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, I am positive that you've heard about this group on Facebook called Are We Dating the Same Guy? These Facebook groups are all over the world. Now, in today's video, we're going to look at the two different viewpoints of the benefits and the drawbacks of this group to see whether they actually are helpful or toxic. Now, just a disclaimer as well, I haven't joined any of these groups. I'm not sharing any personal stories from this group, so it is still a safe space, and that's what we want to promote here, so just bear that in mind.
If you're a single guy in the dating market, stop scrolling. There's a secret group amongst women and they're talking about you. It's a Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Guy? Basically every major city has one. Girls will post a photo of you and say something along the lines of, does anyone have tea on insert name here? And the comment section is essentially a smear campaign. I found this out through a male friend whose name was dragged in one of these groups. He even has receipts to disprove the things that were being said about him. A couple of reviews were from women he hasn't even met. And he has a voice in none of it. And the best part is women will be kicked out of the group if they defend the man. So even though the intent is to protect girls from getting into potential toxic relationships, the fact that women can just completely lie to ruin the reputation of a man that they just don't like is the most toxically feminine thing out there today. Just imagine if men had a group like this.
So that gives you a bit of a rundown of the basics of the group. Now, it originally, as far as I know, was set up so that women could put it in to see whether the man that they're seeing is either seeing someone else in a relationship, or if there's any, like, bad stories about them, if they're a risk to society, a murderer, a naughty person. I don't know. That was what my assumption was of the original group of Saturn. But as you can imagine, with the growth of the group, things are going to spiral out of control, which was an example there. It isn't meant to be a place where you can just start bashing people and calling them horrible things, which we will cover later in the video of how nasty some of these comments can be. And that's the bit where I'm a little bit controversial whether I think this is actually helpful or not. I love there being a safe space for people to be able to, open up about the relationship and, ask for advice from people and find out whether the person it is that they're going out with is cheating or whatever. But I would hope you'd only be really going to that if you have signs or red flags, not just, oh my God, some of these groups have literally got a women in there that are literally speaking to someone and they'll throw the face in there. You're not dating them. You're not in a relationship. Like, it isn't just meant to be like a meat market where everyone just starts slagging everyone off, which I think it kind of leaning towards. But it was supposed to be secret, and that was the key thing that you said at the beginning. That these secret groups, at the minute, they're not so secret if you can't tell, because everyone and the mothers is speaking about it on social media, which does kind of ruin the main point of the group, which is, as I said, like, why I haven't joined any of them, why I'm not going to go into any personal stories, because the whole thing was it meant to be like a safe haven, and now it isn't that. So I don't know whether it's social media that's destroyed it in terms of the growth then going to an insane amount where there's all people joining and they're just going in there for the tea and the drama and to steer things around and just bash people that don't need to be bashed, or if it's still got the elements of what it was originally set out to do.
Surely I cannot be the only person at the minute to be non-stop scrolling through this Facebook group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? Now, don't get me wrong, finding out your boyfriend or your partner has cheated on you in general is horrendous, but to find out on a Facebook group where hundreds, thousands of people can see and are reading your business is absolutely wild to me. But at the same time, you've got girls on there who are obviously on dating apps or websites or whatever, and they're going on dates like with lads. Like some girl last night had posted, Are we dating the same guy? I went out with him last night for the first time. Like, surely girls are not that naive to the fact that if you've met someone on an app or online or whatever, they're not only dating you, but then the girl's getting a cob on in the comments when another girl's commenting saying, well, yeah, I was out with him 2 nights ago. Like, there's full-blown murder on like a Monday morning at 7 a.m. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot get off it. Like, I'm the nosiest person, but some of the comments are absolutely horrendous under like some of these lads' photos as well. But honestly, at this point, when people ask why I'm a single, I feel like this is off why.
This is the bit that I was on about before, where women are going on a date with them once or speaking to them or whatever, just starting the chat, and they're like, what is he asking for the tea? And this is, I think, originally how I started seeing it, because there is a video in a minute that I'll show you, because obviously I love me Scousers and we've got to get them in there. So you're getting Scouse overloads at the minute. But there is where they'll see it and it's like, I was only having a conversation with them and they've just gone and thrown my face out there. Like, it's just wild. Like, and as the first girl said, like, how would we feel if men were doing it? Like, is it more because we're accepting it because we're women? Like, I don't get it. And I'm not trying to go into that whole debate, but please comment down below what your feelings are at the moment, throughout the video, whenever you want. Just let's have a conversation. We do have a couple of comments from that video as well that we've just seen from Megan, saying, saw a girl post a fella that was in prison and asked if anyone else was chatting to him because he was being distant. Girl, he's in prison. Like, he's distant because he's busy. He's busy being in jail. Like, what do you want from him? Like, it's wild, man. Like, and as she said, they're just completely spilling all the information out there, just giving all the details of the relationship and having mates with people for what? Man, are you mad? Like, I don't know. And I don't know whether it's just because, for me, I think one of the most important things, I'm coming a single girly, right? I'm not in a relationship, but one of the most important things for me when I've been in a relationship before was communication. And if the communication isn't there, if you don't feel like it's a safe space with your partner to be able to openly say to him, listen, are you spreading on all the girls' legs like butter? Because if you are, hun, see you later. Like, it's not a problem. Bye. Off your diddly pop, go and have a ball, but just don't come home to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just call this a day. Like, I think it must be heartbreaking. As you said, there is real victims in this scenario where, you know, women are being cheated on or whatever the scenario is. And the finding out through that, like, that just isn't how I'd want to know. If my partner isn't going to tell me, like, and I'm really just going to say, like, some partners will be slim shady and obviously they don't want to let you know that's why they're cheating, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. We also have another comment that says, if you don't trust them, then why go near them? And the creator that Megan responded saying, exactly, staying single seems the best option. And that's my thing. You don't know. If you're in a relationship with someone, you mightn't know that you can't trust them and they might be sleeping with other people or speaking to other people or whatever. But that's what I meant to say. Like, if you've got them red flags, like, trust your gut. I feel like if I felt like that, would I feel the need to go and find a group and ask people, or would I just confront them and call it a day? Like, if someone's making you feel like they're being distant, or, you know, they're not in that relationship for whatever reason, and, you know, if you've got concerns to doing that, don't get me wrong, if you're just paranoid, you know, you take a minute for yourself to think how that's going. But if you genuinely feel like that's how someone's making you feel, then why would you want to be in that relationship? Because it's toxic. No one should ever make you feel like you're on and off, or, you know, that they might be seeing someone else. If they're seeing someone else, honey bun, you think of yourself, you pick yourself up and you say, see you later. Like, that's not the person for you, and don't settle for something that you deserve so much better for. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's easier said than done, and I get that, especially, you know, if you've been in a long-term relationship, you don't even want to believe that could be the case. But I don't know, I feel like there's a reason that you feel that way, and if you don't feel comfortable for dressing it, I don't know, like, what are you staying for? I don't know, it's not giving me the best vibes anyway, in order to need to go and find this group. And as she said, a lot of people are just going on them now, they're just joining them, even if they're single, like she is, just to see the drama that's unfolding on them. And, I can't be arsed with stuff like that, do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's because I'm getting old. I'm nearly 28, and I just don't know if I'm too old for this now, or, I don't know, it's just, I feel like concentrating on other people's drama, it could be time that I'm concentrating on improving myself. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we're getting so philosophical, darling. So the example I'm going to show you now was the original video that I seen, is where I heard about these, you know, these groups and what was going on.
Hey, listen, I know we're all having a laugh and a joke about that. Are we dating the same guy? And I'm like, that, yeah, I'm on the page. It's fucking dangerous. That is the most dangerous.
His turkey teeth are stressing me out.
I've had texts. I've had fucking me kid's ma has messaged me going, what are you doing to get put on that site? Right? Now we need to explain something here, because I feel like I need to, like, explain me piece. Now I started talking to this woman, yeah, and I must have been talking for less than a day, and my picture's getting lashed in that. Is there any tea? Yeah, there's a fucking tea, and you're gone. That's the gossip. You're blocked and deleted, you little fucking ming. Like, I get it, like, girls want to know if these partners are fucking, like, dangerous, or like, they've got domestic violence and that. That's what Claire's Law's for. Don't start lashing my picture in where all these fucking little reprobates get lashed in. Well, yeah, it's an achievement nonetheless. Surprised it took this long, to be honest, but nice one. I appreciate it. Video popped off.
Silly goose, man, silly goose. His accent was so strong. I don't think my accent's as strong as his, but yeah, very strong accent. But that was the original video that I seen with his gorgeous turkey teeth. Bouncing out. If you're not a Scouse and you haven't got turkey teeth, you're even Scouse half the time. I mean, I haven't, obviously, you can tell, but it's just one of them, isn't it? It's just one of them. Everyone and the mother's got them at one point. But yeah, so as he said then, that was my issue before, he was literally speaking to a girl for less than a day and she threw his photo in. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why? Like, that's not what we're here for. And as he said, like, he gets it if, you want to make sure the person that you're seeing is safe. But surely you know that because you're in a long-term relationship at that point. And I know that people can change and I know people can marry people. I've watched all the drama and the mayors of people. My mum's obsessed with them type of shows. And I get that 20 years into the marriage, your fella could just turn around and stop being a serial killer and things happen. I get that. But why are you putting the fella that you're speaking to after a day? Like, I haven't had a longer relationship with a loaf of bread. Do you know what I mean? And you don't see me putting pictures of that. Like, I just don't, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being rude or whatever, but let me know.
I just got added to this Facebook page. Anyways, like, I decided to check out the comments. There was a fair few. I wasn't actually, like, put in the account. Someone had to show me this, like, one of the girls that got added. Some of these comments are crazy, but there's this one. See that?
That's audible.
Bro, this chick messaged me ages ago. Not even 16th of November. This was last year. Knock, knock. Look at this corny-ass Riz. Knock, knock. Who's there? The one for you. The one for you. That's me pointing at the door so she can leave. You need to take that door and leave your TikTok career. And I said, you don't like it? She's like, no, you need to do better. And I said, like a notch. That means good night in her language. And then we left it there. But yeah, anyway, I think it's funny what they're doing. But like, you know what? I don't have anything to say. I actually like it. They actually did me good in this photo. Who knows this glamour? They did me good in this. I think this whole thing's funny, actually. I'm all for it.
This is what I was saying, the way some people just get nasty. I mean, that's just a girl who tried to slide into his DMs and he rejected her since she was just nasty about him. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, that, oh, I don't like stuff like that anyway. That's not my sense of humour. My humour isn't, I'm quite an insecure person, so I don't like being nasty about people's appearance because I can't take it, right? And I'm not making this all about me. But, well, I am with that comment. But this is my channel, so it's fine, do you know what I mean? But, like, calling him an ugly dog or whatever, like, was that necessary? Was that necessary? I feel like the answer's no. But, like, this is what I'm not here for. Like, if you're just going to sit there and start being horrible about people, then that's not the point of the whole group, is it? So, but then that should be like an admin thing for people to monitor. I don't know. But if it's getting out of hand and there's loads of people posting every 2 minutes, who's really going to take on that responsibility? Because I would not be dealing with that.
What in the Reese's peanut butter fuck is going on here? Let's
See what I mean? Like, people are just there for the tea and for the drama. And I get it. Like, as I said, like, I understand. We all watch, like, well, not all of us, but some of us watch, like, reality TV or certain series just so we get that bit of drama. But I think it's just being cautious of yourself of how much you're allowing yourself to open up for, because this just seems like a wild roller coaster for me. We do have a comment from Tinder themselves saying, better than a bestseller novel. So it's literally going viral and everyone's hearing about it, which, again, I just think ruins the purpose of the group. As I said, I'm not sharing any individual stories at all. That's not what we're here for. So, if you do want to go and join one of them groups and go and have a look, feel free. But that's entirely up to yourself and the choice that you want to make. I just wanted to come on today to have a conversation about the damages that this group can potentially have, or anything along these lines. Like, I think it's just being cautious of how much we put on to social media and, the way that we talk about people. Always choose kindness. I'm here for a happy, chappy lifestyle, none of that type of toxic stuff. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, honey bun. If you are new here, my name is Antonia. We do all type of reaction, lifestyle, travel, bit of Harry Potter, obviously, in this channel. So if that is a video, then make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all that gorgeous stuff. Hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And hopefully see you in the next video. But for now, bye bye bye.